Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Searching in Silence. So, let's have a discussion. Today's topic of discussion is what the title of the video suggests. I will show you a few video clips that I have saved in my computer and we'll talk about them. All you need to do is listen to my discussion and state your own opinion in the comment section. These comments will be discussed in my next video, which is Jikook is Real series, okay? So this series will be discussed on my sister is supporting channel and link for the channel is in the description box, okay? So, and alongside the jikook is Real series, I will be working on Ultimate Jikook Timeline series and 8 Years with Jikook series. I hope to publish Jin and Jungkook relationship study video in the coming month, followed by Jin's reaction to Jikook video, okay? Now hear me out, okay? I would like to speak of something else as well before we start this video. If you don't want to listen, you can skip this part too. I have been a bit absent these days, as you might have noticed, because every month I used to publish a lot of videos, but this month I was a bit absent, okay? So there is a reason for that, okay? It is not jikook related, but I have been working on a project. It is a startup. I have been working on it for a whole year now, and this coming month I will be introducing it to you all as well. I hope you all would spread a word about it and help me out a little bit, since I would be just starting out. I would keep supporting Jikook and BTS, so that wouldn't change. So I hope that you can, support me. I would like that. Now let's start, okay?
많이 보여줘서 너도 나도 저희도 스타가 되었지만 한편 또 똑같은 사람이기 때문에 그런 거를 좀 많이 보여줘서 너도 나도.
Imagine getting lost in thoughts as you stare at someone talking. And we have seen Jungkook doing that when listening to others, but he's just like that in nature, okay? His behavior has been such since when he was still a teenager. And in a similar way, Jimin also looks at others when he's talking to them or listening to them, but Jimin isn't Jungkook, okay? And very rarely keeps looking at others. I think we can only differentiate his looks because what he was doing here was like staring, okay? And he doesn't do that very often, okay? Most times I only see him doing this when he is looking at Jungkook, and I think we all remember those moments. And not to forget, Jimin had to bring himself to look away. I think that in itself was telling, okay?
야, 2분 남았어요. 2분.
아니 여기는 아침이야.
2분 남았어요. 제가 2분.
우리 마음의 고향이잖아.
117만 명이 시청하고 계십니다.
117만 분?
네.
안녕하세요. 식사하시죠?
Okay, so Jimin's intent is stare, his focused action and that smirk at the end. I feel like Jimin's planned sequence of actions were pretty loud and it is hard not to focus on it. What I found funny was the members' reaction to it, as if they were familiar with it and Jikook's antics.
야, 2분 남았어요. 2분.
아니 여기는 아침이야.
2분 남았어요. 제가 2분.
우리 마음의 고향이잖아.
117만 명이 시청하고 계십니다.
117만 분?
네.
안녕하세요. 식사하시죠?
And I did see Jungkook's reaction to Jimin. It was like he pushed away Jimin's hand really quickly, okay? Do note that most of the time he is pushing away Jimin just because he's shy, and yes, in this case he even cutely slapped Jimin in retaliation, which was so soft and tender. It was like a response to Jimin's teasing. I always think that Jikook are close and more intimate when they are doing V-lives with each other. And with not each other, basically when all the members are present, then in that case they are almost very relaxed every time, okay? Because when it is just them, they try so hard to stay professional and then end up failing because that's how they are, and they just can't not care about each other, okay? So that's what I think. What do you think? For this third part, this third video, I don't know why, but in this fandom, many people still believe that it is a myth that Jungkook cares for Jimin. Okay, it is not a myth. I just want to say that he has, like Jungkook has his own ways and methods of taking care of Jimin, and his genuine care shouldn't be something that he needs to be loud about. Well, Jimin seems to know Jungkook well, so that's what matters, right?
가장 즐거운 일 있으십니까? 가장 즐거운 일은 일어나서 정국이 보는 거? 너무 장기적이다. 별꼴이야. 괜찮아요.
Okay, Jimin said the most enjoyable thing was waking up and seeing Jungkook, and everyone started booing, and JM sent a flying kiss. So, in this entire process, all I noted was that Jungkook's reaction was like he just hummed along. It was like, yeah, I know, but something like that, okay? And it was almost shy. It was as if he didn't know how to react to it. When it comes to Jimin, Jungkook often shows such responses. Like, I find it adorable, like it's a personal opinion. And at the same time, I find Jimin's approach very clever. Many would think he was simply joking, and I questioned it as well. But more than that, I thought that Jimin's response was genuine, okay, yet also playful, making it seem like he was not that serious. Still, from the years of watching his footage, I can safely assume that Jimin was clearly flirting with Jungkook in his own way. So, did anyone of you notice the members' reaction to jikook? Like, I mean, look at J-Hope. He just can't hide what he's thinking.
안 내면
Isn't it cute how Jungkook waited for Jimin for so long? Jungkook could have left earlier, but for Jimin he waited and waited until the last member, like when only Taehyung was left. I think he would have waited for longer if Jimin asked him to. The staff, the others, almost everyone who knows them has said that jikook are pretty close, and I think that means a lot. It defines the relationship they have. They wait for each other, stay around each other. I mean, I think if Big Hit showed us the whole footage, jikook would be around each other in most of them.
지민 씨를 요즘 가장 행복하게 하는 것은 무엇일까요?
당연히 좋아하겠습니까?
Now this is an older video, but Jungkook's confident statement amused me a lot. It wasn't funny at all, but to me it was like a teasing statement for Jungkook's side, from Jungkook's side. He not only successfully stated what he wanted to, like narrating his thoughts to the audience, but also succeeded in bringing light to his and Jimin's relationship. If Jungkook's statement would have been a joke or something said lightly, I think Jimin would have responded to it in a joking manner as well. But all I heard was a forced laugh. So let's say Jungkook was joking, okay, even then Jimin didn't respond to it very naturally. Still, I don't know what others think about this, but I feel like it was a very eye-opening moment indeed, and it's not like Jungkook lied to us. Like Jungkook does make Jimin happy, and I'm not saying that because this is a jikook channel, but because I seriously believe that whatever their relationship might be, they make each other happy, and that's really cute.
너무 날라먹는다.
그러면 지민이가 알몸을 공개한다고.
So Hobi, Namjoon and Jin, each one looks at Jungkook when they are actually talking about Jimin. So I think we all think what I say is true. There are many possibilities of why they do that, but in all those possibilities, the only conclusion that I came up with is that they look at Jungkook of all the members when it comes to Jimin. Even if all jikook have is friendship, okay, let's say that that's only what they have, I think it is appropriate to say that the members look for Jungkook's reaction when Jimin does something. or when they talk or tease Jimin, one would wonder why Jungkook's reaction is important when it comes to Jimin, right? Well, when in a group, one would want to share moments with other members, okay? But that also doesn't seems to be the case here because, like,
1, 2, 3, dog. Dog up. Dogs up.
Hey, Moni, hey, Ho.
Thumbs up.
Hey, Nikki.
1 and 2.
Puppy. I love my puppy.
Dog.
I love puppy.
What up, dog?
the way Jungkook checked twice to make sure Jimin picked dog, I don't think I am right about the timeline, but shouldn't this be the time when Jungkook adopted Bam? I think I'm missing it out. I think that was the timeline. I think that should match the timeline, but please, if I'm wrong, please let me know. And someone check and tell me, okay? Of all the members, Jungkook wanted Jimin to pick dog. I think that speaks for itself, okay? This reminds me of those armies who told tales of Jimin in their social media feeds. They said that in general, when Jimin is not really reaching out to fans, like in general when he's just alone by himself, he looks quite intimidating when he's not smiling. And then someone said that Jungkook is the opposite. So when Jimin is together with Jungkook, Jimin's aura changes. Not only that, remember when Jin said that Jungkook made Jimin laugh the most? Like, all these little reminders are telling enough of how Jimin is around Jungkook and how Jungkook is when around Jimin.
열심히 추론한 그런 그런 댓글들을 모아봤는데요.
네네네.
그런 댓글들을 모아봤는데요.
네네네.
그런 댓글들을 모아봤는데요.
네네네.
이름하여
Little gestures and nods, so cute, but both Jimin and Jungkook are very caring about all the members, not only for each other, but sometimes I see Jikook's interaction in a different light. I may be seeing things, but I find it cute all the same. About Jikook's physical contact, I think Jungkook is the only one who handles Jimin like that, and Jungkook is also the only one Jimin tolerates, okay? So I am sounding biased here, like I might be biased here, okay? This is, I don't think that statement was neutral, okay? This video doesn't seem that neutral, but anyway, I think there are times when Jikook are close and playful in a way that seems different than what they have with other members. So that was that for this particular video. Let me know what you guys think about these moments. If you want to speak your story about what you think of Jikook, please do so, okay? Because I will feature your comment in the Jikook is Real series, which I will be posting on Sister is Supporting next, okay? I will talk about your comment and will show a few other moments which settle my thoughts of Jikook being real. It would be a discussion video, okay? And since the topic is a bit biased, I thought it would be better to upload it on my other channel, Not Searching in Silence, okay? On this channel, I would be uploading other series videos. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and comment. Goodbye.